Check these out. Picked up a pair of Oldsmobile aluminum heads to take advantage of the Black Friday sale. Went for it. Got a hell of a deal on these units. So I've seen these heads around for a few years now. Put a little effort into them. You get some pretty damn good results out of them. They're a good solid starting point in my opinion. They're pretty well cast. Your infamous Speedmaster heads. Which I was always weary of their shit for years. Because back in the day, they had a habit of dropping valve seats and shit like that, and bolt holes not lining up, and shit being out of whack, ports being not where they should be, and shit like that. But they've been around for a while now, and all those problems in the early years give them a bad reputation. They're so bad they had to change their fucking name. They used to be called Pro Comp, but their early shit was straight fucking junk. And you wouldn't even want to risk using the shit. End up destroying your fucking engine, trying to save a few bucks. But that was 20 plus years ago. And I used to be the first one to tell you, don't buy no fucking Chinese junk. Shit'll kill your engine. Tell you 20 reasons why not to. And American shit's better. Superior. Get Dart. Brodix. But times have changed, and as we all know now, a lot of shit that used to be made in America is no longer made in America. Hell, they make made in USA logos in fucking China, if that tells you anything. So just because it says it's made in America don't necessarily mean it was. A lot of our manufacturing has been shipped overseas, all over the fucking world. I don't like it, but that's just the way it is. It's the reality of the world we live in. But these fucking heads, these Speedmaster heads, I've kept my eye on them over the years. Observe others, learn through others. And they've gotten better. I don't know if they fucking switched foundries or what the hell happened, but they're a lot better now than they used to be. Now there's fucking thousands of them in use, people running them no problem, making good power and shit. There's people porting the fuck out of these heads, getting pretty impressive numbers. Got these old school Moroso Oldsmobile tall valve covers. There's some hard items to come by. They're fucking rare. They quit making them years ago, and even when they did make them, you didn't see very many. They were pretty uncommon. Still clear stud girdles and shit. That's what the heads look like. I bought them bare because I don't trust the shit they come with, and fucking springs and shit they include are soft as butter. So it's better to buy them, just buy the castings, and equip them with good shit. I'm going to use Ferrea 6000 series valves, and good thing is over stock though, stock Olds heads had a 5/16 fucking bolt, the pedestal rocker arms set up, non-adjustable. I mean, you could fucking shim them and mill them and dick with them, but you're limited with that shit. These come with 7/16 already set up for 7/16 studs, like you would put in a small block Chevy head. I think they use a fucking, like a small block Ford roller rocker. Has the correct geometry to put the fucking roller over the tip of the valve. Gotta get some guide plates. I might run 3/8 push rods. You can get a 3/8 push rod in these, so I'll probably take advantage of that. ARP 7/16 studs and some Scorpion roller rockers or Howards or whatever I decide. Whatever I can get the best deal on good shit. I think they'll take about 1.5 inch valve spring. Got the bronze guides and shit. They got decent sized ports. Unlike the stock Olds heads that have the big recess in between the two center ports, these are fully divided, so that's a bonus. That's a stock heads, you gotta weld that up or mill it down to that surface. That's kind of a pain in the ass. And the stock heads, they got a bigger port that comes down to like here, but it's a big fucking dead spot. So they just eliminated that dead spot and tightened up the runner there. Look like they've been CNC'd around the opening there, but it don't go in very far, so I'm gonna have to take some cartridge rolls and probably a 60 grit or 80 grit cartridge roll and blend that on in there. Might go through the whole fucking port, just clean them up. I ain't worried about hogging them out, but I'll give them the cartridge roll treatment. They're pretty good size, I guess. These heads are made for big block fucking Oldsmobile, but from all I've gathered about them, they tend to flow around 280 CFM on the intake and the 190s on the exhaust, so about what a good small block Chevy head would flow. And these are made for 455s, which you could use them on a 403 or a 350 Olds, 330. They come with a 207 and a 168 valve. But I'm thinking, I've been doing some research. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Pontiac valves like a 211, 177. They're both 11/32 valve stems. The Pontiacs are about 0.170 taller valve. I think these heads take 100 long valve anyway. But if I could get it up around a 190, 1.9, 1.95 installed height on the springs, that'll allow plenty of camshaft. I'm going to put a big ass cam in here. They're advertised at 77 cc chambers, but I'm going to have them milled. Take some of that off. Get them down around 72-ish. Take about 5 cc's out. They come with a 3-angle valve job and shit. But they're 207 168, so I put them Pontiac valves in there. I have my guy go in and put a new valve job in. 45-degree angle. I think these are 30 valve angle or valve seat angle. Go in there and do a 5-angle valve job for the 211 177s, and then fucking, which they're pretty goddamn smooth. There ain't much of a ridge at all, but I would just like to put the bigger valves in there for the, it will help. Yeah, them ain't bad at all. Them would flow good for a small block Chevy, but I'm putting them on a 455 Olds, so I'd like to give them every chance they got. Go in there, the cartridge rolls and clean like that bullshit out of the casting. They're pretty fucking clean though, as is. Person could pretty much bolt them on and fucking run with it. Like skinny up them with the valve guides, around the valve guides there on the intake. Not a bad looking head. So that shit's, you can't even catch your fucking finger on it. And those are ductile iron valve seats, and they're better than the old ones that used to come out and shit. These are actually, there's more material there, better material, better press fit. Them old ass Pro Comp heads, they have a fucking ledge under them and shit. You can hang your nail, and the valve seats were fucking thin, made out of fucking shit metal. So they've gotten way better. So they had to change foundries or something. But, yeah, after 20 fucking plus years, I think, and all the people bitching and sending them back, and all the fucking warranty claims and shit, I guess they figured it out. But they're not bad heads. They're actually pretty fucking nice, surprisingly nice. Those are good flow numbers. They would support in an all-out effort You could build a 600 horse engine with these fucking heads without doing shit to them. Plenty of compression. So I'm probably going to run a flat top piston. A big block Olds with a flat top piston with a 72cc chamber. It'll have plenty of compression. Like 13 to 1. I ain't done the math, but it'll be in that neighborhood. It'll be in the E85 neighborhood for sure. Same thing on the intake side. Need to go in there. Some fucking cartridge rolls and just blend that shit on back. Smooth it. Blend it. That aluminum is pretty easy to work with. If you ain't trying to fucking redo the whole goddamn porch and shit, just smoothing shit out and blending, it don't take that much time. And pretty much just follow what's already there, so it ain't like you're trying to reinvent the fucking wheel. But that shit does make a big difference. You get 10, 20 CFM, you're not even really fucking around. So if I could get them up around 300 CFM range and 210, 220 on the exhaust, it would suit my needs for this particular build. Although I might get in there and start fucking grinding and not want to stop. See how far I can take them. I probably won't. I'll just give them a basic cleanup. Put a healthy, solid roller cam in it. I'm using a Super Victor intake. This unit. There's the intake of choice. Super Victor 455 Olds. Big fucker. I'll just port match it to the heads. That fucking intake, plenty big. It'll support all the power you want to build with one of these fucking things. Run a 1050 Holley Dominator on it. I probably use about a 650 to 680 lift. Solid roller cam. Somewhere in the 270s on the at 50 duration. Maybe 280. Lobe separation, probably look for something in the 108 range. Somewhere in that neighborhood. But it's going to be a pretty thumping 455 Oldsmobile. I'm looking at these fucking 4.5 inch stroker cranks. Eagle cells. They're not giving them away, but they're not as bad as one might think, so I might fucking drop the coin on one of them. I might run H-beam rods and shit and some expensive ass pistons. Build me a stroker with it. Or I might take I got a 425 forged steel crank. I might just offset grind it to 4-inch stroke with a 2.20 to 2.200 diameter big block Chevy size rod journal. I run some 7-inch long big block Chevy rods, H-beams, and build a, let's see, 4-inch, be about a 433 cubic inch. But the rest of those heads would be better with an engine in that cube range. It would rev, it would turn up, use lightweight pistons and shit. Them H-beams, they're not real fucking heavy. But a 7-inch long H-beams, pretty good size fucking rod. But turning it down to the big block Chevy rod journal size, be less rotational friction. It all helps. But this is my project Oldsmobile got in the works. Collecting parts for slowly. I have a collection of 455s, and you got a 425, 403, 350, a 330. I think I have about 7 455s. So a couple of them are already built years ago. They just need freshened up. So I'll probably take one, the last one I had in my Cutlass, and redo it with all this shit. Build a monster Olds. Eventually put it back in that Cutlass. I got a set of Hooker Super Competition 455 Olds into a G-body swap headers. Them fucking things are no longer available. But I have a pair in stock. But this Oldsmobile shit, it's fucking expensive. You start looking at the price of bearings and gaskets and all the little shit that goes with them. Fucking cams and lifters. Everything, pretty much. You get used to Chevrolet and then build a Olds or a Pontiac. It's definitely fucking sticker shock. These fucking heads here, Black Friday deal, I got them for like 53% off. I couldn't pass it up. They were like $693 for the pair. So shit, can't beat that. But by the time I buy the fucking valves and the springs and studs and guide plates and retainers and locks and all the shit, and then trip to the machine shop, I'll probably have $2,000 down at least, 2,200 maybe. But for what they'll be, it'll be money well spent, in my opinion. We'll build a high horsepower NA 455 Olds, run 9s in the quarter with a single 4-barrel Olds engine. That's the goal. But there it is, 455 aluminum heads.